So here we have a rather sun-bleached 2013 Toyota AYGO 1 litre petrol engine with 62,000 miles on it. So this vehicle has come in with a bit of a rattle from the back end, and as you can see, the rear mount has at some point rusted and fallen off, disappeared. It's got some metal straps around it supporting it at the moment. But what I'm intending on using is just what I had laying around, an old clamp. I've started grinding it to clean it up. Hopefully going to weld it around about there. And then the mount should fit nicely on both bits up the top there. Obviously you have to measure it out and get it at the right distance, but I'll give that a go, see how we get on. Right, so I've cleaned up the old exhaust clamp. I'm just going to have a bit of a grind up round here to try and clean off some of this surface corrosion so we can get a semi-reasonable weld on there. I think that's going to do the job. We'll grab the welder and tack it on. Right, so I'm going to be using a small MIG welder. They're relatively easy to use. You've got the gas bottle here. You've got the trigger on the gun which feeds the wire, and the gas also comes out here to keep the weld cool and try and stop too much splattering. I'm by no means an expert welding. I only do little bits and pieces like this to help people out. So please don't expect a herringbone effect weld. But anyway, I'll give it a go, see how we get on. Okay, so that's the first tack on there. I think the wire speed needs to be a little bit faster. Yeah, that's a bit better. Right, I'll crack on and try and get a bit more weld around it. So this earth clamp really needs to be on a clean bit of metal, fairly close to where you're welding. Hopefully that tack will hold it in place. I can remove these clamps, nice mole grips, and then get a bit more weld around this side on both edges. Hopefully that'll do the trick. Right, let's get back in there. Okay, I think that's got hold of that. Maybe just a little spot up here. one last little bit. So, as I said at the beginning, don't expect a work of art, but actually that didn't go too badly up there. Usually welding exhausts in particular can be a bit messy because of the corrosion involved. But that's on there, very strong I'd say. That's not likely to fall off. I've put a nut on the end there, that doesn't really need it because this goes through this way and it's angled down slightly. And this one goes through that way, so there's no way the rubber's going to come off. Hopefully that'll please the customer that there's no more jangling and rattling around and get a few more miles out of that exhaust jet. Well, thanks for watching. Hopefully the video's been of some help for you. And if it has, please consider hitting like and subscribe. It will help our channel out no end. Cheers.